Chief Marshal, I declare open this Founders Day convocation in the year of our Lord, the 2025th, and in the life of the college, the 153rd. I invite the Reverend Maggie Alsop to come to the podium to lead us in an opening invocation. Gentlemen, remove your caps.
Gracious and loving God, on this our Founders Day, we give you thanks. We give thanks for those who had the original vision for Lyon College. We thank you for their hard work, generosity, imagination, and resilience that led to the birth of this institution. We give thanks for all the lives that have been changed, transformed, and renewed throughout the life of this place. We pray that in our studies we may be worthy of every good gift that we are given from this institution. May each of us leave this college a better place where future generations may grow in faith and in learning. On this Founders Day, O God, grant us vision for our future, wisdom for our present, love for one another, hope in all circumstances, and peace within our hearts. Amen.
Please be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to our 2025 Founders Day Convocation and our 153rd birthday celebration as we mark the founding of Arkansas College, which occurred in 1872. At the outset, I would like to provide a special thanks to the following persons. Today's keynote speaker, alumna Ms. Jenny Robertson, class of 1964. Members of the Lyon College Board of Trustees and Board of Visitors, faculty and staff, students and guests, thank you all for being here today. I would also like to extend special gratitude to the artists who provide music for our convocation today, Mr. Jimmy Bell and the Lyon College Pipe Band, the Lyon College Chamber Choir and the Alumni Reunion Choir under the direction of Dr. Bethany Neese, and our organist, Dr. Sky Hart, class of 2006. Founders Day at Lyon College is a time each year that we pause and honor the independent thinkers who saw the need for higher education, married with strong tradition of faith in the American frontier. They worked with partners in the community to establish the small college tasked with serving and preparing citizens who would lead Arkansas into the future. Our institution began serving students as Arkansas College and transitioned to Lyon College in 1992, a change in name, but not in purpose. Although the principles on which the college was founded have remained steadfast, providing a rigorous, meaningful, and relevant education for citizens and leaders, how we accomplish these goals by necessity has evolved over the years. But whether we rely exclusively on the study of source material provided in actual books or in electronic files shared from around the world, whether we teach and learn in the classroom in Morrow Hall, the Alphen Building, or in the Shrem outdoor classroom, or whether we have robust discussions in the same physical space or in an online classroom, the central tenets of the Lyon education hold. We value and we teach critical thinking, collaboration, communication, broad-based literacy, an honest personal exploration of faith, an appreciation of diverse points of view, and an abiding curiosity that leads to lifelong learning. The faculty, the staff, and indeed everyone who is a member of the Lyon College community has a hand in shaping the education of our students and has a level of commitment to them that persists long after graduation. This relational approach to education, facilitated by people who value and cultivate connection, directly affects our outcomes. Our graduates are successful in their post-Arkansas College or Lyon College lives because they live out the values and the priorities that are the cornerstones of our experience, inculcated by educators who nurture the best in each person. This is an impressive and long-lived legacy, and one to which I'm sure all of us are proud to contribute. So welcome, and let us begin our time of remembrance and celebration. One of the most beloved traditions here at Lyon College is the annual raft race, which involves all new community members, freshmen, transfer students, and sometimes faculty members, who construct theoretically lake-worthy crafts of cardboard and duct tape. These proof of concepts are then raced across Bryan Lake, piloted by 2 students or faculty members who brave geese, gold water, cold water, the odd snake, and really interesting microbial communities for the glory of victory. Here with us today is Dr. Sandy Beezer, Associate Professor of Biology and Spraggins House faculty mentor, who will present the awards to our raft race winners. Thank you.
Good morning. One of my responsibilities as a Spraggins House mentor is to oversee the race. It's actually one of the funnest parts of the position, and I'm really happy to be able to contribute to an ongoing tradition such as this. So if you attended the races, the winner of the fastest boat was Dr. Connell's boat, Pickle Party. If there's someone from there who can come up and get this, we're going to give you a commemorative paddle. Your names will be enshrined forever. And if you didn't see the race, the final was not particularly close. These guys killed it. So you get the name. This will be put up in Ed's, and then you can give this and talk to your group. Congratulations. You guys did a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the winner of the race is obvious at the end of the day, but we have judges who essentially rate the boats on artistic merit and a variety of other factors, and that's generally kept secret. So the winners for the 2025 artistic merit is a Core 100 group from Dr. Myron Faria de Oliveira's, the Ricky Bobby Wonder Bread inspired one. So is there anyone from there who can come pick this up? Is there anyone from Dr. Oliveira's, is there anyone from the Core 100 group there? Here? All right, well, I'll give this to the instructor. And again, I've been Spraggins mentor, this is my 3rd boat race. I thought that their boat was probably the best that I've seen. And I certainly enjoyed their enthusiasm and commitment to the whole thing, because I thought it made for a great race. And I'm looking forward to the next race next year for the new freshmen and new people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Beezer, and congratulations to all of the winners, because you're all winners. You survived the race. Come on. Now, please welcome Danelle Hetrick, Vice President for Student Life and Dean of Students, to present the next awards.
Good morning. Each year, the Lyon College community has the honor of recognizing 2 graduating seniors who embody the spirit and values of our institution. Students, faculty, and staff nominate individuals who have stood out for their leadership, academic excellence, campus involvement, and service to others. This year's group of nominees was especially strong, a reflection of the remarkable talent and character within the class of 2025. While many are worthy of this distinguished recognition, 2 students rose to the top through their impact, dedication, and example. Miss Lyon is a lead RA, a Year 1 mentor, a peer academic coach for the MAC, a member of the Honors Fellows Program, the service chair for Alpha Lambda Delta. She is serving her 2nd year as Director of Communications for Mortarboard, serving her 2nd year as President of the Presbyterian Student Association. She is a member of the Social Council, a 3-time captain for the women's soccer team, a USCAA 2nd Team All-American, a founding member of the Pickleball Club, a recipient of the 2025 Honors Convocation Above and Beyond Award, a recipient of the 2023 Honors Convocation Emerging Leader Award. I think you can see why she deserved that one. And serving on her second year as the president of the Student Government Association. Additionally, Ms. Lyon is heavily involved in community service, contributing to projects such as community cleanups, involvement in the local school districts, the Mortarboard Feminine Hygiene Project, and the Mortarboard Recycling Initiative, the establishment of the SGA Snack Bar in the Student Life Office, and she volunteers at the Child Advocacy Center, which provides services to children who have been victims of abuse. When asked how her time at Lyon College has made her a better person, she said that Lyon has given her the space and support to grow, which has given her confidence in herself and led her to develop a strong sense of purpose. She has learned to lead with empathy, responsibility, compassion, and integrity. She says she has been challenged to listen, encourage, and unify, even in difficult situations where people's differences pose a risk to the enriching experience of finding common ground. Overall, she said she will leave Lyon College a more open-minded, thoughtful, and resilient person who is ready to carry forward the kindness and perseverance that the college has instilled in her. Unfortunately, she isn't at this ceremony because she is off leading her team in a soccer competition. Nevertheless, please join me in congratulating this year's Miss Lyon, Zoe Papazoglu. Mr. Lyon has an equally impressive record. He is a multi-year academic All-American, a recipient of the Donald C. Dilley Leadership Award, a recipient of the National ROTC Scholarship, a recipient of the National Society of Accountants for Cooperation Scholarship, an Army Air Assault School graduate, a recipient of the National Sojourners ROTC Award, president of Sabbath Scholars, president of the Social Council, president of the Lambda Iota chapter of Kappa Sigma Fraternity, treasurer of Mortarboard, a lead RA, an ROTC student leader, a member of the Lyon College wrestling team, and treasurer of the Student Government Association. He has also volunteered on a weekly basis for the last 3 years with Arkansas Department of Transportation Adopt a Highway program. He has volunteered for the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 4501 several times and has given his time to multiple community cleanup projects and the restoration of the White Drive Baptist Church playground. Recently, he joined the Batesville Public Schools Pioneer Pals project. Reflecting on his time at Lyon College, Mr. Lyon said that when he arrived on campus, he knew 2 people, but he made the conscious effort to branch out and take opportunities to get involved in his new community. He greatly values the lessons he has learned through his involvement with various campus organizations. He has learned the importance of upholding community standards and values through his time on the Social Council. Through his involvement with the wrestling team, he has learned to listen to those who have gone before him, relying on their experience and wisdom to gain valuable knowledge for himself. SGA has taught him to represent something that is bigger than himself and take seriously the responsibilities bestowed upon him. He has gained the courage to fail and truly believes that it is better to learn from failure than to be afraid of it. He said that the best lesson that Lyon has taught him is that community can make you a better person. Please join me in congratulating this year's Mr. Lyon, Eli Lepton.
There is a ship that sails the sea, seas loaded deep, as deep can be.
But not as deep as the love I knew. I know not how I'll sink or swim. The waters wide, I can't cross over, and neither have my wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row. Shall row, my love and I. My love and I.
Thank you. That was beautiful, so thank you. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Virginia Ginny Tucker Robertson, who was born in Independence County and lived here until the age of 5. Then, being in a military family, she grew up living in and attending schools in several states, finally graduating high school from an Air Force dependent school on Wiesbaden Air Force Base in Wiesbaden, Germany. She then attended Arkansas College in Batesville, Arkansas, graduating in 1964. That same summer, she and Adam Dale Robertson, who was also a student at AC, were married and went to Little Rock, where Adam attended the University of Arkansas for medical sciences, and Ginny was a first-grade teacher. Adam joined the Air Force after medical school, and they lived in San Antonio, Texas, while he completed his internal medicine internship at Wilford Hall USAF Hospital. They were then stationed at Little Rock Air Force Base for the remainder of his military service. They returned to Little Rock to UAMS for Adam's internal medicine residency. In 1974, the family moved to Birmingham, Alabama, where Adam practiced emergency medicine. They joined Independent Presbyterian Church in Birmingham, where Ginny has sung in the choir for 50 years. She has been a volunteer librarian for the 5,000-volume church library since 1979, participated in the Women of the Church, including as president, served as an elder, served on the Altar Guild, and has been a member of the IPC Book Review Group for 34 years, and volunteered with the church's STAR tutoring program serving underprivileged children. She was a volunteer in the libraries of all of her children's schools as they were growing up. Ginny served as an alumna representative on the Lyon College board from 1996 to 2004. Ginny and Adam have 3 children and 4 grandchildren. Please welcome to the podium Ms. Ginny Tucker Robertson.
Good morning. I am Virginia Tucker Robertson, as you just heard, Ginny. I was a student at Arkansas College, now Lyon College, long before you students were born. I wasn't supposed to be here. but I had no idea how my being here would define my life. I was born in Independence County. Both my mother and my father were natives of Independence County. When I was 2.5 years old, my father was killed in the Pacific Battle of Okinawa in World War II. My mother became a war widow with a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old, which was not unusual in those times. She got a job in Batesville, and we lived here. She married my stepfather when I was 5. He was also in the military, the Air Force. During the following years, we lived in several states: Arkansas, Mississippi, Texas, Maine, California, Florida, California again. And so I attended many different schools as I was growing up. In 1959, after my junior year in high school, our family was transferred to a joint Dutch-American air base in Holland. My senior year of high school was spent as a boarding student at the American Dependent School on Wiesbaden Air Force Base in Wiesbaden, Germany. The University of Maryland had a 2-year freshman and sophomore program at a campus in Munich, Germany. It was an official branch of the university and was geared toward the dependent students of military families. I applied, was admitted, and was looking forward to spending another 2 years in Europe. Because my father had been killed in action, I was eligible for Veterans Administration benefits for dependent children. When I applied for them, I was told that to receive those benefits, I had to be physically in the continental United States. So, by now it's June. I have to find another college, and soon. While doing some research about colleges in Arkansas, not a very easy thing to do before the internet, I learned about Arkansas College in Batesville and realized it would be a logical solution to my problem, as Independence County was my initial childhood home. I wrote to the college asking if I could apply at this late date. I received a kind response urging me to do so. I did apply and was accepted. My parents and siblings would still be in Europe, but I had numerous extended family members, aunts, uncles, and cousins in Independence County. At least I would not be without support. I arrived at the college a very timid and scared, almost 18-year-old, but not knowing exactly what to expect. I found a warm and welcoming atmosphere with everyone in an official capacity ready to help with any concerns. After orientation week was finished, it was time for classes to begin. At this time, the college was still in the process of moving the campus to its current site. The women's dormitory and dining hall were in Independence Hall on College Street, about a mile away. The college bus was used to transport the students to and from that building to this campus at meal times and before and after class and library hours. After the first day of classes, several of us were in the library during the evening hours until 9 p.m. As we were leaving, someone bumped me from behind and I fell on the stairs. That person was Adam Robertson, who proceeded to pick me up, to my great embarrassment, and carry me to the bus. The next day, a friend and I were sitting at one of the tables in Dr. Smith's zoology classroom when Adam ran in just before the bell rang. He sat down at the table with us and began talking with us, even as Dr. Smith began class. After a few minutes, Dr. Smith said, "Mr. Robertson, if you wish to court Miss Tucker, will you please wait until after class?" Double embarrassment. After about a month, I finally agreed to go out with him. And here we are, 65 years later. He's down there. After we graduated, we were not able to remain in close touch with the college for several years because Adam was in medical school, I was teaching, then his internship at his time in the Air Force, and his medicine residency. We had moved to Birmingham, Alabama, where Adam practiced emergency medicine for almost 40 years. And I participated in Presbyterian church activities and volunteered in our school libraries, our children's school libraries, and other organizations in the Birmingham community. But in our absence of regular connection with the college, many remarkable changes would take place throughout the years. Arkansas College had struggled to survive since its beginning. There were several times when low enrollment and dwindling funds made it seem that the only solution was to close or merge with College of the Ozarks, another small Presbyterian allied institution in the state. But with hard work by the college presidents and the boards of trustees, dedicated faculty, and with robust community support from businesses and individuals, the college did survive. It was Arkansas College President Dr. John Spraggins' interest in Scottish and Presbyterian history, coupled with the Presbyterian origins of the college, that led to the adoption of the Highlander as the college mascot in 1944. It was also under Spraggins that the college was able to purchase in 1948 the old Masonic home property, consisting of 3 large buildings and considerable acreage, which was to become the site of this current campus. Dr. Paul McCain, who became college president in 1952, guided the move of the campus to the Masonic home property in May 1954. The new Chapel and Fine Arts building, this building, was completed in the spring of 1958. In April 1959, formal accreditation of Arkansas College was granted. By the end of McCain's tenure in 1969, a new dining hall, a new quadrangle-style dormitory of 4 buildings, a new library building, and a new science building had been completed. One significant occurrence in the life of the college was the tornado in April of 1973. A few students who were walking between buildings reported that they saw a fellow student being tumbled and blown by the wind across the campus. Some who had been in the science and library buildings discovered that a tornado had occurred only when their power went out and they exited their buildings. Fortunately, there were no deaths or major injuries. That left then-President Dan C. West, who had been at the college less than a year, with the daunting task of rebuilding the campus facilities, most of which were extensively damaged. More student housing and a new student center, Edwards Commons, were also added during that time. In 1980, Ralph Graham joined the college staff as Vice President of Development. Graham had a deep connection with and love for all things Scottish. With West's approval, he began developing and expanding the Scottish image of the college. He first founded the pipes and drums of Arkansas College, then gradually expanded the elements of what became the Scottish Heritage Program, including the Scottish Festival. When John Griffith arrived as president in 1989, one of his early proposals was the creation of an honor system. With the leadership of a Student Government Association appointed committee, the honor code system was fully implemented by approval of students, faculty, and the Board of Trustees in 1992. The idea of changing the college name had been proposed and dismissed several times during past years. Griffith, with the support of the Alumni Council and a resolution of the board, took up this task as well. After much study, many discussions, surveys, and committee reports, the name Lyon College emerged as the choice, honoring Frank Lyon Sr., longtime supporter, trustee, and board chairman. It took a considerable amount of persuasion until finally the Lyons consented to the change. It was announced to the public on February 23, 1994. In President Walter Rutgers' years, several majors were added: business and accounting, computer science, environmental studies, biochemistry, elementary education, among others, to meet the changing needs of the students and of the society at the time. In 2001, construction began on the new Derby Center for Science and Mathematics, with the main wing ready for use in 2002 and its completion in 2004. Tragedy struck the college again in October 2010 when the Edwards Commons building burned, only a year after Dr. Donald Weatherman was installed as the 17th president of Arkansas Lyon College. This meant another major unplanned building project for a relatively new president. Luckily, Weatherman was familiar with the campus as he had been a professor here from 1983 until 1999. The new Edwards Commons building opened to the student body in the fall of 2002. During Weatherman's tenure, 2012. During Weatherman's tenure, new residence halls were constructed, along with a wrestling center and football training center. Dr. Melissa Tavener, our current president, came to the Lyon College presidency through a different path. Already serving as provost and dean of the faculty, she was named interim president by the Board of Trustees in September 2021. 1 year later, she was inaugurated as the college's 19th and first female president. Already, her influence has become evident with the addition of new majors, including a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, the establishment of the graduate programs, the Lyon College School of Dental Medicine, and the ongoing plans for a Lyon College School of Veterinary Medicine. I am certain that much more will follow. But a college is not only a place of academics and buildings. Social life and recreation for students is essential for developing well-rounded individuals. For many years, basketball was the main and sometimes only sport on the campus. But over the years, others were added: women's basketball, men's and women's cross-country and track and field, baseball, volleyball, tennis, more and more and more. And then the return of football after more than 50 years, allowing many more students to participate. The Greek system, other social organizations, and the outdoor activities organizations, such as the canoe races we just heard about, all allow students to have a full life on campus. This is a very brief telling of the changes in this small college over the more than 150 years of its existence. It consists of a few major accomplishments down through the years. Most of this information I learned from Brooks Blevin's book, Lyon College, 1872 to 2002. I highly recommend that you get a hold of this book and read it. What I have said does not begin to tell of the many difficulties the college president's Board of Trustees faced during those years. You will discover what a remarkable institution Arkansas Lyon College it was and is still. The Robertsons are of Scottish descent, and my husband Adam's family has a long history of connection to the college. His father, 2 uncles, and 2 aunts all attended Arkansas College. A great-uncle, Jerome Robertson, served as president of the college from 1913 to 1915. His uncle, Nels Barnett, a resident of Batesville and an Arkansas College alumnus, was a consistent supporter of the college throughout the years. He served on the board and was interim president at one time. Then, in the early 1990s, we began attending the Arkansas Scottish Festival at the invitation of his cousins, Adam's cousins, who still live in Batesville. That was the beginning of our renewed and deepening interest in the college and its growth during the years since we had left. In July 1996, I was asked to become an alumna representative on the Board of Trustees of the college. I ended up serving three-year terms until the end of June 2005. I'm not sure how much I contributed, but I am very, very grateful to have had that experience. It made me aware of the dedication and hard work of the board members to the success of the college. The support and effort of trustees from the 1930s forward, from John P. Morrow Jr., Nels Barnett, Shuford Nichols, Frank Lyons Jr., Robert Young, to name just a very few, were crucial to the success of this small college. When I arrived in Arkansas College in the fall of 1960, all I knew was that I came to a small Presbyterian college in Batesville, Independence County, Arkansas, and that I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. The instructors I found here would profoundly shape the rest of my life, but of course I did not know that at the time. Margaret Lester's detailed lectures ignited in me a love for history to go along with my love of travel. Mary Spraggan's American and English literature courses steered me toward my major in English. Working in the college library with Dorothy Seidenstricker resulted in my love of all things library, both its organization and the books. My husband Adam is convinced that the many chemistry classes he took under Virginia Kirk are responsible for him being accepted to medical school. But my greatest joy was singing in the college choir and the Lassies, the women's vocal octet, under the direction of Dorothy Landis Gray. The choir tours we took around the state to Presbyterian churches and high schools on that red and white Arkansas College bus, and the many trips the Lassies took to perform for others were all special bonding experiences. The Lassies traveled around Arkansas and also out of state for performances. 2 events stand out during those years. In October of 1963, we performed for the festivities during the official opening of the Greers Ferry Dam. While we were on the stage, President John Kennedy walked across in front of us, accompanied by his Secret Service men, of course. Just a month later, on November 22nd, we were returning to the college from performing at a Rotary convention in Louisiana when we heard on the car radio that the president had been shot in Dallas. We were all in shock, as was the rest of the country. The following spring, the Lassies were invited to go on a USO tour of United States military facilities in Greenland. We arrived at Thule, Greenland on July 1st, 1964. The temperature was about 32 degrees, quite a change from summer in Arkansas. But we were received very warm welcomes from the young men who seemed quite happy to see 10 young college women in performance while they were so far away from home. As a just graduated senior, I was fortunate to have been able to participate on that trip. My coming to this college was not planned, but it was the best thing that could have happened at that time of my life. Whether you call it fate or providence or happy coincidence, I am extremely grateful for it. I was fortunate to meet the love of my life during my first week on campus. We were married 10 days after the end of the Lassies USO tour. I did become a first grade teacher for a few years, but after our second daughter was born, Adam was in the Air Force. I stayed at home to care for our growing family, which came to include a son a few years later. I have continued working in libraries to this day, first as a volunteer in the libraries of my children's schools as they were growing up. Since 1979, I have been a librarian for my church library, which has grown to more than 5,000 volumes. I also have continued my love for singing and have now been a member of our church choir since 1974. I I am the coordinator for our church book review, which was organized in 1989. These activities were all nurtured by the mentoring I received at Arkansas, now Lyon College. I believe that the close relationships between faculty and students are as important as the academics. Even though the enrollment is double or maybe triple what it was when I was a student, the atmosphere of close relationships between student and faculty and staff remains. I am sure that many of you have these same kind of relationships with your professors. Perhaps Dr. Tebbings, Dr. Royer, Dr. Hirosha, Dr. Hennis, or others. That support is crucial for success in our future lives, and I am grateful for what I received here, the unexpected consequences, as it were, of my time at Arkansas College. I am certain that you will look back on your time at Lyon College and be grateful for what you have gained here, your unexpected consequences.
This Founders Day convocation will close with the singing of the alma mater and benediction led by Reverend Austin. Please be standing, and gentlemen, once again, remove your hats.
Let us pray. Gracious God, as we depart our Founders Day celebration, we ask for your continued blessings upon Lyon College and all those who call it home. May this place continue to be a place where creativity is celebrated, where critical thinking thrives, and where future generations will be shaped by imagination and resilience. May our students always discover and explore new possibilities and knowledge. Enable us to draw upon our history as we respond to our concerns of tomorrow. Support our students, past and present, as they continue to make a difference in your world and lead a life worthy of your calling. Amen.